Aloha Kauai. Here's our daily COVID-19 briefing from Team Kauai for Monday, June 29th. We have no new cases to report so far today. However, we reported 3 new cases over the weekend, bringing our total number of active cases to 16. Kauai's cumulative total number of cases to date is now 37. All of the active cases are in isolation, and all other household members and identified close contacts of the active cases are in quarantine. The Department of Health is continuing its contact tracing investigation. Anyone who is identified as a close contact of a positive case will be notified directly by the Department of Health and offered a test. It is imperative that all close contacts strictly follow quarantine instructions, even if your initial test results come back negative, as you could develop symptoms at any point during the incubation period of 14 days. We are learning more about our current cluster of cases. First, we know that the past 15 cases were identified and tested as a result of contact tracing from the original case. The current cases now involve 3 separate households, but all of the individuals are connected in some way. Over 150 people were identified and tested as a result of the contact tracing, and we thank all of those individuals for your cooperation and participation in the process. Secondly, we know that here on Kauai and across the state, our current clusters are clearly associated with social gatherings. As we approach the 4th of July holiday weekend, we want to reiterate that the threat of COVID-19 is ongoing, and gathering with people outside of our household poses a serious risk of exposure. Yes, people are allowed to gather, but please recognize that there is a risk involved in such activities and act responsibly. If you must be around people outside of your immediate family, please wear a mask and keep a physical distance from others. Each of us is responsible for protecting ourselves and those around us from exposure of this virus. At all times, you should act as though you have the virus and act as though people around you have the virus and act accordingly. Recently, we talked to you about the meaning of Kupa'a Kauai, the idea of pulling together toward our economic recovery. This concept includes shopping locally and supporting our local businesses across the island. This recommendation came from our Kauai Economic Recovery Business Sector team. The County of Kauai has partnered with industry leaders including the Kauai Chamber of Commerce, the shops at Kukui'ula, Kauai Made, and Jackson Communications to develop this Shop Local campaign, Aloha for Kauai. Aloha for Kauai is an initiative intended to support and promote Kauai's restaurants and retailers. Here's a short video on shopping locally. We encourage everyone to follow @Aloha for Kauai on Instagram and Facebook. More details can be found on our website at kauaiforward.com. While we understand that not everyone can spend money at our local restaurants and businesses right now, but sharing these stories on social media is also a great way to show your support. With your help, together we can move Kauai forward. Kupa'a Kauai. The local Social Security Administration Kauai office is not open for walk-in visits at this time, but most Social Security issues can be handled online at ssa.gov. You can also reach the agency by phone or make appointments for critical issues. The Lihue Social Security office can be reached by calling the toll-free number 1-855-572 4842. The local field representative is available to take calls Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Communities can respond more effectively to hazards like storms and pandemics when they have the opportunity to plan ahead. Kauai County is currently updating its multi-hazard mitigation and resiliency plan. This plan lays out strategies to strengthen the county's resilience to natural disasters and other hardships. Your input will improve the updated plan. Please consider taking a short survey to share your input on hazard awareness, preparedness, mitigation, and response. You can find the survey at www.kauai.gov/mitigation, or for more information, call the Kauai Emergency Management Agency at 241-1800. As we announced earlier, we know that our current clusters of cases here on Kauai and across the state are clearly associated with social gatherings. There is an increased risk of COVID-19 on our island, and it is up to us to protect ourselves and each other from this virus. There is a reason we repeat the following steps at the end of every video, because we know that these very simple actions is the best way that we can mitigate our risk of exposure. So please, folks, stay home as much as possible. Refrain from social gatherings or public outings. If you must interact with people outside of your home, maintain a distance of 6 feet of separation and wear a mask, if at all possible for you to do so. Remember, my mask protects you and your mask protects me. It's a sign of respect and aloha. Do not leave home if you're sick unless you're seeking medical attention, and then only after calling your doctor first. Wash your hands frequently and clean surfaces often. Stay informed and connected during this time of social distancing. We'll continue to post updates on our official County of Kauai Facebook page or on our Kauai Emergency Management Agency page at www.kauai.gov/COVID-19. The Centers for Disease Control is also updating its website regularly. For more information, please visit coronavirus.gov. Not everyone has internet access or follows the news, so please help to keep your loved ones informed. Be kind, take care of one another, God bless, and aloha.